Hello and welcome to this episode of the CAPSTE Conversation Series. On this episode, I have Mr. Saud Al Ghizzi, a Senior Technical Manager and Linguistic Expert at Tatweer Company for Educational Services in the Great Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Welcome, Saud.
Welcome, Brendan.
It's wonderful to have you here today, and I'm sure we're going to learn a lot from you.
I'm very happy to be here.
Now, which part of Saudi Arabia did you grow up in?
I was born and raised in Riyadh city, the capital of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
But your family's not originally from
No.
Riyadh, are they?
Originally, they are from Zilfi.
And where's El Zolfi? Where?
Yeah, it's almost 260 kilometers away from Riyadh. So it's part of Riyadh region, but it's almost like 260 kilometers.
Is that a big city or quite a small city?
I would call it a small city with a big city spirit.
That's what we like to hear, and that's because that spirit must, you must have inherited it yourself, because I know you're a very competent and motivating educator.
Thank you, sir.
Now, growing up in Riyadh, it must have been a different city to what it is today.
Yes, actually Riyadh is developing by the moment. You know, I went on a scholarship for 2 years, and when I came back, it has been 2 years and it felt like 20 years. A lot of things have, changed. The infrastructure of the whole city has changed, and this is true to the whole kingdom. And now it's even in a faster pace with the new government. It's really taking really good care of the kingdom.
And it's not long until the MRT will open too, and I know everybody's excited about that. But if we go back to your early years in Riyadh, what are your memories of primary school?
Well, primary school, it was in a school that is called Al Marwa School, which is not far away from here, actually. It's not far away from my house, my old house, my mom's house. There I go to school when I was 8 years old.
Did you walk to school, or was there a school bus?
Actually, I tried 3 different methods of going to school. One with my late uncle, and another with the bus, and most of the time I was walking to school. It was almost like 3 kilometers away from the house, so it wasn't that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Bit of exercise in the morning and the afternoon?
Yeah.
For sure. Now, your English language proficiency is supreme. Did you start learning English at a primary school, or?
At that point in time, English was not introduced in primary school. This is a new decree where English is introduced in the 4th grade. At my time, no. It was in the intermediate. But I learned English through mainly exposure to TV shows and that's
and comics. Is that correct?
That's true.
And your favorite comics?
Superman. It goes without saying.
Superman.
Anything that is DC is really great.
Now, your favorite Superman movie, does it go back to Christopher Reeve, or
Yes.
one of the more recent ones?
No, it was Christopher Reeves. The first ones are the best ones. Nowadays, the graphic, the effects, the picture, the sound effects, and all those actually didn't add much to the TV experience. So at Christopher Reeves' time, they were way better. They were more like real life, and they were also true to the comics themselves, the Silver Age comics especially.
Yeah, for sure. Now, did your teachers, any of your school teachers, inspire you to pursue an English major at university, or what was the inspiration?
I think the inspiration was just out of love to English language and the culture where the language is spoken, and the things that I was exposed to, the comics, the movies, the series, the shows, the programs. So I was really keen to know more about this, and language by itself is a very interesting topic to me. Yeah, it's not only English, Arabic, all languages, language. Yeah, I'm really interested, and this is why I got majored in linguistics.
Yes, I know that you've got a excellent linguistic knowledge and skill in English, but also Arabic as well.
Thank you,
that
sir.
you're very, very proficient in that. Now, did you always plan to be an educationalist when you graduated from Imam University?
I was looking to find a place where I can be sent to the place where the language is spoken, mainly England, America. or England, but I was really keen to go and study especially in California, which I did. So when I graduated from Imam University, I was looking to get a chance to pursue my higher education, which I did in California, 2004.
But prior to that, the Institute of Public Administration was very fortunate to have your services for a number of years.
I was fortunate to be there, yes. I spent almost 11 years there. And after 2 years of service, I was granted an MA degree pursuit in any university of my choosing. So I went to California State University at Fresno. That was in late 2014, maybe January 2015, and I got my degree there in linguistics and TESOL.
I think 2004, yes, or 2005?
Sorry, 4. Yeah, let's say beginning of 2005, sorry.
But what is just let's take a step back, what's the Institute of Public Administration?
It's a governmental agency that is, their sole mission is to provide training opportunities to all governmental or public sector employees or graduates from secondary school. So those who are not willing to go to university, they want to enroll into the job force. The workforce, they can just apply to the Ministry of the Institute of Public Administration, and also those who are willing to have a higher promotion or upgrades in their current jobs. Some of them are like 50 years or 70, 60 years. The ones that I taught, they have their own specific programs. So the IPA is not only they are not only majored in English, they are majored in a lot of things. Some of which are hospital administration, law. Executive assistant here. They vary depending on the people who are enrolling in the programs and what they look as their future.
Yeah, that's an example of one of the things that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia does very well in both the private and the public sector, provides professional development for its citizens and the various staff connected.
Yeah, this is true also the Institute of Public Administration, which is the best in the Middle East for, I think, 4 consecutive years.
Yep.
I think last time they got it was last year, I think.
Now, why did you choose Fresno and California State?
Well, I think you know the answer for this one, Brendan. I chose it because it's California. It's near Hollywood.
Okay.
And the university there is really well known and it's really good. I got admitted to 4 different universities. I submitted my papers, and that was through mail in traditional ways before the internet, to 7, and I was accepted in Oregon, Florida, and California. So I went for California State University, and I chose it because of love to Hollywood itself in California, and also the weather is not that. It's really good, especially in the winter.
Okay. Now, is Fresno a big place, or is it a university
It's
town?
just like Zilfi, Brendan. It's a small city with a big city spirit, really. I think this is their logo. Yeah.
Now, the learning and teaching there at the university, were you happy with what you gained there?
Yes, it was really enriching experience that I've had there. I recognized a lot of abilities that I was inherited with, and the teachers there, the professors, especially Chris Colston, who's German American, and Shigeko Okamoto, she was Japanese, and Ellen Lib, just to name but a few.
Yep.
They really helped me in my educational progress.
And did they help you? Or did the experience there help you? Because I know not long after returning from the States, you were headhunted and approached by Tatweer Holding Company as a consultant.
Right. That was in 2011, after spending almost 11 years in the Institute of Public Administration. I was approached by Tatweer Holding Company, by the human resources there.
What is Tatweer Holding Company?
It's a holding company who is in charge of subsidiaries, 4 subsidiaries, Tatweer for Educational Services, Tatweer for companies, Tatweer for technology, and Tatweer for transportation. And the holding company is the one that governs the processes, the procedures, and the operations of those subsidiaries.
And it's responsible for education development in the kingdom, yes?
It is owned by PIF, Public Investment Fund, and their sole mission is just to help the Ministry of Education to shoulder some tasks and to waive them from anything that is not pertinent to the education processes itself. So anything that revolves around technology, buildings, this is not the job of the ministry to do. So we help them in that department.
Excellent. And then from Tatweer Holding Company, you were asked to join Tatweer Company for Educational Services, where I know that you make a significant contribution to education development in the Kingdom, particularly around professional development and curriculum enhancement. Now, on a closing note, how do you see education in the Kingdom continuing to flourish across all spheres?
I see now there's very calculated moves towards being open to the education in the globe as a whole, and the steps that are being taken currently are very calculated. So the programs that are being implemented nowadays, especially in the last 5 or 6 years, are I think they are the most vital to me ever since 30 years ago. At that point in time, there was a boom towards education, and education was the thing. Now the whole process is being revived again. So nowadays, I think education is going towards really very calculated direction, and hopefully we're going to see the fruits of it. And I'm almost sure that it's going to happen in the near future, within like less than 5 years.
I'm sure that the Kingdom will realise a number of its goals and aspirations defined in the Saudi 2030 vision, and I know that you make a significant contribution to that educationally. And wonderful to have you today, and I thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.